All right. Let's do a recap of the fights from this past weekend.
Footwork, move on him, jab mean, but the hook worse. Two on him, tap down, he don't even know who done it. And I heard it's about straps now, who won it? Think you got prove something, hold them up straight. And be the topic of discussion in the update. On BBE TV video mixtape. You can catch it in the day or when it get late. Get straight, come get right with the guys. Whether sitting in your seat or you nice in your ride. Whole time you been listening to me, you could've liked and subscribed.
All right, let's get right into it. It was a good weekend of boxing. Starring, of course, Pitbull versus Roach. But prior to all of that, we had Jai Apataya versus Sin Cara. Jai was 28-0. Sin Cara was 23-0. Jai knocked him out in the 8th round. Didn't get any TV recognition. Or if it did, nobody knew about it, unfortunately. So if Benavidez, if he fights Ramirez, Zorro, then that'll line him right up for Jai Apataya, hopefully for undisputed bout at cruiserweight. Then you had Walker versus McCormick. Walker was 16-3-1. McCormick was 8-0. McCormick caught his first loss in the 12th KO. Yeah, listen, you're going to lose in boxing, you know. Everybody's scared to lose. Don't be scared to fight. Get in there, swing. Let the results do what the results do. Then we had Lara versus Gonzalez. Gonzalez was a replacement. Lara's initial opponent tested positive for Ostarine. Yeah, she messed up the game. Lara was scrapping. He got a unanimous decision, 12 rounds. Gonzalez just didn't have, it wasn't enough, no competition there. So we're not going to waste time on that. Then the ladies, this was a good one. Fiera versus Turan. Now, Fiera, Fiera's 8-0, and Turan is 11-0. They say Turan hits like a Deontay Wilder of the ladies. Well, based on these results, might be right. She got the upset TKO in the 5th round. That one definitely blew my ticket, or some of my tickets. Good fight for her. I want to see who she fights next with all that power, how they're going to take it. And then we had Masoud versus Peter McGrail. Masoud won unanimous decision in 12 rounds. McGrail was tough. He was tough and scrappy, but Masoud was just a little too much for him. McGrail couldn't be consistent enough. That leads us into the Jesus Ramos versus Mosley Jr. Ramos won unanimous decision, 12 rounds. Mosley Jr. is tough. I would just say not necessarily skilled enough for somebody like Ramos. Excited to see what Ramos is going to do next. Then we had the most controversial fight, Stephen Fulton versus Oshaki Foster. Fulton did miss weight by 2 pounds, so they moved the fight to 135. Now, once he missed the weight, I took Foster because I knew, all right, now you're in trouble now. Oshaki did one unanimous decision, 12-round fight. Fulton looked, I don't know, he looked washed. He looked bloated, unfocused. I don't know what's going on with Fulton. Hopefully he can get it together. And then the main event, we had Isaac Pitbull Cruz versus Lamont the Reaper Roach. This was, I had parlays going both ways, but ultimately I was leaning towards Roach. It was a majority decision draw. Roach could have done more to win the fight. I felt as though he let Isaac hang in there, even with I forgot he got dropped. So technically, yeah, if he didn't get dropped, he would have definitely won the fight. They couldn't give it to him after that. So now Tank is calling out Cruz instead of Roach. Roach, you just keep catching the short end of the stick, my brother. You were supposed to close business out on there. All right, so that's the recap. It was definitely a good card of boxing.